The last 10 years, I think it's shrunk 100 people or 105. And yeah, there was 515, I think there's 410 now.
Our school was closed. We didn't have any business at all. I had one grocery store in the whole town. And so we looked at our strong points, looked at our weak points, and see exactly what we had to work with. There was nobody rich when it came to Dyess. Everybody was in the same boat. They didn't have no money, no nothing. They came here, they were poor as you could be. They were just trying to make a living to feed their family, and this was a new beginning.
Before 1934, Dyess Colony was non-existent. It was a cypress swamp, and it flooded frequently. And as part of the Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal administration, the federal government purchased the land from adjacent landowners, drained parts of it, and built a new community, a new town that offered relief and economic opportunity for farm families across Arkansas that were affected by the Depression.
I got them back on their feet and give them a little pride and a little sense of being, you know, instead of just working for the other man and not having anything. That they came here, they could own their own home, their land, and they had something to show for the hard work and labor. Yes, I think it worked.
This was a very supportive and happy place to be. What we see now is just a fraction of what was here, and unfortunately what visitors to Dyess today see is a very weathered glimpse of what it once was. This was brand new, gleaming, a true social utopia for those families coming out of the Depression.
I wouldn't describe it as a utopia. It was a chance for the farmers that had lost their farms on account of the Depression to come and get a new beginning. And they had to pay for everything they got. Nothing was free. Now, it was a gift. As such, you didn't have to start paying for like 2 years. But everything had a price, and everything was paid for by the people. And it was all paid for by the time it was done.
Although we do love old buildings, this is all very strategic. Our work aims to breathe new life into these communities. It is a place where people very much want to grow up and raise their families, and so our goal is to create an environment and communities where folks can do that.
The big story that most people will associate with this is, of course, the boyhood home of Johnny Cash.
Okay, this is Johnny Cash's senior composite right here. He was a vice president of his class when he graduated in 1950.
He always kind of bragged on Dyess, or being from Dyess, a poor town, a small town, but he never forgot how he was raised or where he was raised. And every time I've seen him, which I've seen him a lot through his lifetime, and I was always J.E. Huff, he was always J.R. Cash. He never changed in my eyes the way he acted when I was around. Never.
We are standing just outside of Dyess Colony proper, in front of the Johnny Cash boyhood home. And what is important to remember as we stand here and look at the house and the condition that it's in now is that the entire colony, and especially the housing stock in Johnny Cash's house here, were brand new in 1935 and 36 when those farm families were locating here in the Arkansas Delta.
5 years ago when we started this, we had one grocery store in town. Now you come to town, you see we've got a land company, we've got a 2-bay car wash, which is brand new, we've got a restaurant, and you know, now we're working on a museum and a theater, and so it's coming back.
Our life today, we owe to the people of yesterday. They're the ones that made the way, that their blood, sweat, and tears got us to where we are.
They say, oh, we're never going nowhere, you're just wasting time, wasting this, but if you don't get up and do something and try, then yeah, it's going to fall by the wayside. But we're trying, everybody's trying now, so it's making a difference. You can look out in a circle now and see the difference.
But I think the next 10 years it'll grow. I really do.